The Ford Mustang, Chevrolet Corvette, or Dodge Challenger. These cars are legends, and sure, they've had some special editions, right? But have you ever thought about what classic American cars might look like with a European twist? Whether it's in their design or some unusual engineering, there are some seriously rare American classics out there that you've probably never heard of. Building cars is a business. Car companies don't make cars just for fun. They need to make money. And guess what? SUVs and crossovers are what people are buying the most these days, so that's why they're everywhere. Yep, you might not want one, but I bet you know someone who does. Don't believe it? Right, let me prove it with 5 insanely rare American cars that you won't believe actually exist. The Tucker 48, or Tucker Torpedo, is one of the most legendary cars ever made, representing bold innovation and big dreams. Have you ever heard of a car from the 1940s with features way ahead of its time? Designed by Preston Tucker, this car had only 51 units made, making it incredibly rare today. It wasn't just rare, it was packed with groundbreaking technology. It had a rear-mounted engine, a center headlight that turned with the steering wheel, and safety features like a padded dashboard and shatterproof windshield, all in the 1940s. The Tucker 48 faced serious challenges. Legal issues and money problems eventually led to the company's downfall. Today, the Tucker 48 stands as a symbol of what could have been, and collectors are willing to pay over $1 million for one, thanks to its historical importance and the mystery that still surrounds it. The car had sealed beam headlamps, including the famous center Cyclops eye that rotated with the steering. It was powered by a rear-mounted, air-cooled flat-six engine with a displacement of 335 cubic inches, delivering 166 horsepower and an impressive 372 pounds of torque. The Tucker 48 could hit a top speed of 120 miles per hour and weighed about 4,200 pounds. It also came with a unique Y1 4-speed pre-selector transmission. Sounds incredible, right? The 1953 Buick Roadmaster Skylark is one of the most iconic cars in history. But what makes it so special? Built to celebrate Buick's 50th anniversary, this car is all about luxury, style, and innovation. Designed by Harley Earl and GM's Ned Nichols, it was crafted to impress. A sleek, low-slung convertible with a sporty vibe, a lowered windshield for a more streamlined look, and flowing chrome trim that highlighted its smooth curves. And, of course, it had Buick's signature wide toothy grille, round headlights, and chrome bumper guards that made it stand out on the road. Inside, the dashboard is designed with chrome-trimmed gauges and illuminated controls. It even had power windows, power seats, and a radio that automatically sought stations, showing off just how advanced it was for its time. A 322 cubic inch V8 engine, delivering 188 horsepower, paired with Buick's Dynaflow automatic transmission. It wasn't just fast, it was built for smooth, effortless cruising. Now, here's where the Skylark becomes even more special. Only 1,690 were made, and each one was individually numbered. Owning one isn't just about having a car, it's about having a rare piece of history. Why does the 1953 Skylark still matter today? After World War II, America was booming, and this car symbolized that post-war prosperity. That's why it's still one of the most sought-after models at classic car auctions. When you see a 1953 Buick Roadmaster Skylark, you're not just looking at a car, you're looking at a legend. Today, many of us have grown to despise. Yes, dislike seems like a weaker way of putting it, Ford. Guess what? Ford actually does have some limited edition cars that may have you wishing you owned one. It is not my intention to speak highly of Ford, but the 1957 Ford Fairlane 500 Skyliner's innovation and style, capturing the spirit of mid-century America. Ever heard of a hardtop convertible that retracts into the trunk at the push of a button? This Ford made it a reality, being the first mass-produced car to do so. Thanks to this revolutionary feature, Ford's engineers, led by Ben Smith, created a complex yet reliable system involving motors, switches, and miles of wiring. How cool is that? With sleek, jet-inspired lines, a chrome-heavy grille, and striking tail fins, the Skyliner was all about visual flair. Inside, it offered comfort and luxury, featuring vinyl or leather seats and chrome-accented dashboards. And under the hood, the powerful V8 engine provided plenty of punch, with options for more horsepower if needed. Ford also built it with advanced safety features like power brakes and a padded dashboard. Today, the this iconic car remains a beloved classic. Could the Skyliner be the perfect mix of style and engineering genius? Absolutely. Let's get our eyes on the 1960s sports cars. Maybe the time passed fast for them to be well acknowledged, but the CSX 3015, also known as the Super Snake, is the last of its kind and is considered by many to be the most dangerous sports car ever made. Carroll Shelby himself called it the Cobra to end all Cobras. In 2021, this rare beast fetched an incredible $5.5 million at the Barrett-Jackson auction in Scottsdale, proving its legendary status. Back in 1966, Shelby wanted to build the fastest, meanest car on the road, and the Super Snake certainly lived up to that dream. It's based on the Cobra 427 competition roadster, a car already known for its power, but Shelby took things further. The Super Snake was equipped with a twin supercharged 7-liter V8 engine that pushed an insane 800 horsepower, which gave it the power to likely reach speeds of 200 miles per hour, though its exact top speed was never officially recorded. Just imagine driving a car that powerful in the 1960s without seatbelts. Only 2 Super Snakes were ever made. One of them, SEX 3303, was gifted to comedian Bill Cosby, but after a terrifying drive, he quickly sold it. That car was eventually destroyed when it flew off a cliff into the Pacific Ocean, leaving the CSX 3015 as the only one left. Though 800 horsepower doesn't sound as mind-blowing today compared to modern supercars, it's important to remember that the Super Snake was built in an era where safety wasn't a top priority. With its lightweight 2,550-pound aluminum body, Shelby's creation packed an extreme power-to-weight ratio that could make the car dangerously unpredictable. Over time, the Cobra's aluminum body could also become fatigued due to the heat from the engine, making it even riskier to drive. So, is the 1966 Shelby Cobra Super Snake the most dangerous sports car ever? With its wild power, lightweight design, and lack of modern safety features, it certainly makes a strong case. What do you think? Have you ever heard of the Oldsmobile F88? This prototype car from the 1950s is one of the rarest and most intriguing vehicles in automotive history. Designed as a sleek, aerodynamic roadster powered by a rocket V8 engine, the F88 showcased Oldsmobile's vision for the future. But why didn't it ever make it to mass production? Around the same time, the mid-1950s were booming years for car manufacturers. Oldsmobile was eager to make its mark but got off to a slightly late start. Originally, their 1954 models were meant to debut in 1955, but GM pushed them forward. Why the rush? The initial designs didn't impress, so GM fast-tracked their sleeker, more modern concepts intended for 1955. The result was the 1954 Oldsmobile 88, Super 88, and 98, featuring lower, streamlined bodies with wraparound windshields and stylish side trims. With powerful rocket V8 engines delivering up to 185 horsepower, these cars boosted Oldsmobile's performance and popularity. Ever wonder how Oldsmobile climbed to 4th place in sales by 1954? Innovative design and powerful engines made a significant impact. Could the F88 have been part of this success story? Only a few prototypes were ever built, and they were largely forgotten until one resurfaced and sold at auction for over $3 million. The F88 remains a fascinating what if, a glimpse into what might have been if Oldsmobile had taken a different path. Isn't it interesting how a single prototype can capture the imagination of car enthusiasts even decades later? These 5 rare American cars push the boundaries of design and engineering, making us rethink what's possible on 4 wheels. They leave us curious what other hidden gems are out there, just waiting to be discovered. And even more exciting, how might the cars of the future be shaped by the groundbreaking innovations of these legendary machines? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and feel free to share your thoughts with us. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And if you don't want to miss out on our next car innovation, be sure to hit the notification bell. Stay tuned.